I'm Rebecca Fryer with Kingstonist News. Here's what's making headlines today, November 3rd, 2022. 2 more COVID-19 outbreaks have been declared at Kingston General Hospital, this time on Connell 3 and Davies 5. KGH says they're in the process of notifying patients, visitors, and staff affected by the outbreak and want to remind anyone visiting a loved one at the hospital of the ongoing screening and masking requirements, in addition to possible now visitor restrictions. Speaking of hospitals, severe staff shortages, a lack of hospital beds, and deferred care due to the pandemic restrictions have created a perfect storm in Canada's healthcare sector, and the Kingston area is feeling the ill effects. A recent province-wide review of Ontario's healthcare system revealed the average wait time to see an emergency room doctor was about 1.9 hours, while Hotel Dew's urgent care center's average wait time was discovered to be around 1 hour. At KGH, you can expect to wait the full 2 hours on average to see a doctor. However, the most egregious wait times were discovered when those emergency room patients were then required to be admitted to the hospital due to their condition. The province says the goal is to have them admitted to a bed in about 8 hours' time. However, the average across the province was more than double that figure at nearly 21 hours. To read more about how Kingston Health Sciences Centre is trying to get creative to help combat the wait times and why there are staff shortages, you can read the full article at kingstonist.com. Ontario education workers say they are hitting the picket lines on Friday, despite the province likely passing legislation this week that would ban them from any potential job action under the penalty of a fine. On Monday, the Ontario government tabled Bill 28, the Keeping Students in Class Act, which, if passed, would invoke a notwithstanding clause to impose a mandatory contract on provincial education workers. The notwithstanding clause, officially known as Section 33 of the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, gives governments the ability to pass laws that may be deemed unconstitutional. So, of course, Premier Ford's use of the power has drawn sharp criticism from Labour representatives across the country. Both the Limestone District School Board and the Algonquin and Lakeshore Catholic District School Board have said that they will pivot to remote learning for students if a strike occurs. As of right now, education workers across the province are set to walk off the job on Friday, November 4th, despite the prospect of the government's bill. And lastly, the City of Kingston's fall curbside household battery collection is coming up next week. Next week, starting on Monday, November 7th, Kingstonians can get rid of dead single-use household batteries by putting them out for regular trash collection, but in a special spot. The city asks you to put the batteries in a sealed, clear plastic bag beside your curbside waste on your regular collection day. So try to make sure that the collectors can easily see the battery bag by placing it next to the recycling bins and on the ground if you can. Things though like car, tool, and other types of larger batteries will not be collected. And this year's collection coincides with daylight savings time, so just a quick reminder this weekend to maybe change out the batteries in your smoke detector and then toss the old ones into your clear bag for collection next week. For more on these stories and other headlines, or to submit your own news, visit kingstonist.com and become a subscriber today. I'm Rebecca Fryer. Have a great one, Kingston.